Okay, another Camaro update. After that last set of primer, I got most of the car sanded in 320. I was going to go with 220, but then after reading the paint manufacturer specifications, I need to get to at least 600, well at least 500, but I'm going to go to 600 grit. So the car is in 320 right now, most of the car. It's actually looking very, very, very smooth. It's turning out pretty good. A little bit more, I got the doors to do, but I'm going to get those on the stand and do the doors on the stand. I was mostly making sure that finalizing these body lines, making sure that they're straight. Haven't done the hood yet, or the front nose piece, or the valence or anything. Most of the car is looking really, really good. Still need to work on the tail panel a little bit. Did find a couple little pinholes that are left over. And then I have a bunch of pinholes on this front fender because something happened with my spray gun when I was spraying. My water separator on it was actually dripping water out of the water separator, which is good. It was keeping it out of the paint, but then I had drips of water dripping on the primer and caused quite a few little pinholes. But a little bit of finishing filler, spot putty, get that fixed up. Got the trunk sanded down too, and it is really, really flat and straight. It's gonna be real nice. But anyway, keep sanding. Got to get to 600 grit. I think I have enough primer on the car where I can get to 600. There might be a couple spots I might have to just touch with primer and just to finish it off. I haven't got to the hood yet, so there might be some issues there too. But that'll be my next project. I'll get the hood ripped off, get that front nose piece ripped off, probably the valence and the fenders, and get to sanding on those. And we're getting closer every day, getting closer. Still got to work on the A-pillar a little bit. There's a little bit of rust down here that I'll need to get rid of before I put some primer down on it. And then the dash, it's pretty straight because it's a new dash. Just need to sand it down. I may do something different with the radio and the ashtray, since most people don't need an ashtray anymore. I might get rid of that ashtray and put a big double din stereo mount in there, to where I can put a double din stereo in there, because I kind of have the dream of having a backup camera on this car. I think it would be a nice touch with a nice double din stereo with like Apple CarPlay or Android, I forget whatever it's called, but to be able to plug your phone into it and be kind of more modern, kind of get the modern amenities that most new cars have. I think I'll be doing that, which that's going to be quite a bit of work. Trying to get a double din mounted in there and looking nice, but we'll see. Maybe I won't. They also make a Bluetooth factory looking head unit that I might do too, but I'm not sure yet. So anyway, probably get the hood off here shortly after I eat dinner. I got the hood off the car. I'm glad I did, because it's a lot easier to work on at this point. I'll show you real quick what I'm going to do here. I'm actually using DA sander with some 240 grit sandpaper. I'm going to knock it down real quick, try to keep it in a moving pattern, because I don't want to stay in one place for too long and create a low. So I'm just going to quickly buzz it just enough down the high stuff and the rough stuff primering, and then I will move to block sanding. DA sander, just lightly hit it, didn't go too much. I did go a little bit here, because I knew I had a spot that I needed to work on, but that's looking okay. There is a spot here I'm looking at. A big high showed up, and there's a low right in here that I'll probably have to maybe get some filler right there. But you can see there's kind of this black here, which is called guide coat. It's kind of just like black spray paint, honestly. You can get it in a powder form. But basically what will happen as I'm sanding this is that as I'm going, I got my big block, as I'm going in my X pattern, like I've shown before, keep working in my X pattern. If there's a dark spot that shows up, like maybe you're like right in here, there's a little bit of a dark spot, this means that I have a little bit of low. Hopefully, you know, I don't have too many problems, but this will just kind of give me an idea. This helps me see it a little bit better, because with this finer grit sandpaper, all the primer kind of looks the same. So the black guide coat just helps you see it a little bit better, see the lows, see the highs. Same thing that I've been doing, just kind of a little cheat or little hack to help you get it straight. I'm going to keep blocking this thing, and hopefully I can get it straight, and I might have to do a little work in here later, but it's looking good so far. I just finished up some block sanding on the hood. Still got some work to do, especially right here in the middle. I knew there was going to be some issues. I've been kind of neglecting this hood just because it's been so hard to work on, and leaning way over and trying to get over to the middle of the hood. So I've known that it's had issues, but that's okay. I might have to do another set of primer on the hood here, but not a big deal. There's a perfect example of the guide coat right here. No matter what I did, I couldn't get this little dark spot out. And you can see I'm starting to get in the middle and the edge. So I know that I have a low right there, and it's a good indication that guide coat really points it out. So a little bit of primer I think would fill that up. A little bit right there too, but kind of to be expected. I haven't been working on the hood a lot, so good low right there too. I might need a little bit of filler right there, but not a big deal. Get to see another view of the car. I got some work to do on the cowl too. That's another reason why I want to get the fenders and the hood off, is because I need to seam seal the cowl and then paint it as well. So I need to get all that off, but doesn't look like I'm making progress. It just seems like it's the same old, but that's the way bodywork goes. It just lots and lots of sanding, but we'll get there. I'm getting very close. Got the trunk done. Trunk I sanded in 600 grit, excuse me, and it is ready to be painted actually. So put some sealer on it and it'll be ready to go. But anyway, that's it for tonight.